Members of the Coalition for Civil Societies in Osun State Friday morning protested against the hike in electricity tariff and petrol price. The protesters took off from Freedom Park, Osogbo around 8 a.m. The protesters displayed placards showing their displeasure over the increase in electricity tariff and petrol price. The protesters lamented that approval of new electricity tariff and increments in the pump price of petrol is the highest level of insensitivity and wickedness from President Muhammadu Buhari-led All Progressives Congress government. Petrol prices have increased for 3 straight months, rising from 121 naira 50 kobo to 123 naira 50 kobo per litre in June to 140 naira 0.80 kobo naira to 143 naira 80 kobo in July, and 148 naira to 150 naira in August, and 158 naira to 160 naira in September. The Petroleum Products Marketing Company, a subsidiary of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, had on Wednesday increased the ex-depot price of premium motor spirit petrol to 151 naira 56 kobo per litre from 138 naira 62 kobo per litre, but later reduced to 147 naira 68 kobo per litre. The ex-depot price is the price at which the product is sold to marketers at the depot. It was reported that in a surprise move, NEC approved an increase in electricity tariff with effect from September 1st, 2020. This comes 3 months after the tariff hike implementation slated for July 1st was halted by the National Assembly, which prevailed on the distribution companies to shelve the date to the first quarter of 2020 due to the current economic challenges in Nigeria. A document seen by our correspondent on Tuesday showed that electricity customers expect those receiving less than 12 hours of supply would have to pay more for electricity starting from September 1st, 2020. More details will be coming as regards to this. But guys, some people have started hitting the streets for this whole thing. And one thing is that, yes, they have tried, kudos, but one thing is that they have to keep the tempo. It has to be kept. Not that after 1 or 2 days, they know, they say, oh, don't worry, we are going to set up a committee. That is what we end it. They know what they are doing. They are going to set up a committee, this and this and that. But they made the statement the way it ought to be made, that Buhari-led administration, is insensitive and is a wicked one at that. How can this kind of a thing be coming up? And surprisingly, the governor of Ogun State, he went to write a book. He just had 1 year to go and give Buhari, and then he began to yarn. Oh yes, so why won't people accept this price? If you don't do this, it will not. You not have this. How do you expect not to increase it? This and this and that. So it's justifying defending the increments. Of course, like I said, does he have any worry about school fees? Does he have any? Does he have to bother about receiving his own salary? Is he going to be bothered that his children's school fees have not been paid, or they've not been able to eat, or he cannot pay his house rent? No, he does not have all those problems. So they can come up and begin to issue statements, and it's just level of I don't know, it's insensitivity. That is just we can just put it, so that it won't be as if one is insulting them, but they are already insulting themselves. It shows when they speak like this. It shows what they perceive of the people. I don't know. People who are even working under them, some of them, they know the salary because they are the ones in charge. You know how much you pay them. They know how things work. And unfortunately, most of them, they've gone through thick and thin in this country. Yes, before they got there. But as soon as they get there, they forget every other thing. It's not as if majority of them came from other country. That, oh, maybe they just came from other country, so they might not know what is happening. Some of them, they have really suffered in their own life. By any means, they just get into that position and they become demigods. They become something else. You can imagine this kind of people. Instead of you guys, whether you are going to be pleading, whether you are going to be diplomatic about it, you are just saying Nigerians should accept that price. I mean, the governor of Ogun State, that yes, that you should just accept. People should just accept that. Why do you expect the increment not to come up in the first place. You can go and check what he said. So as people are coming out, a lot of people will still be coming out. But some people are like, oh, why would you come out? Don't just sit down at home, just forget it. This and that is not going to work. It's not going to work. Already, even with people, some people are even tired because the suffering has always been there. So it makes no difference. The suffering, the kind of suffering that we are going through in this country, people cannot even fathom it. They don't even know how we are going to get out of this whole thing, and they are compounding to it. Some people just be looking at this whole thing. We have a lot of problems, even with this one. Even if they reverse it back to 140 something, they reverse it back to 100 naira. Is it going to solve any problem? Because you can't do one thing and leave the other areas. And that's why the NLC have been called on several occasions that instead of you talking about increments in salary, then why is it that most of the things that even when they increase the salary, that things will now go up in the place of your housing, in the place of what is it called, healthcare, that you spend money in this place of where you spend your school fees on your children? Why can't the government do the needful so that we have a schools, our education will be of world standard? Why can't you compel the government to do that? You talk about the transportation because you know how much you spend on transportation because you are going to work. Why can't you come out and say, oh, let there be transportation, let there be a subsidy, it will be in a subsidized manner? Why can't you talk about what is it called? We talk about, price control. How do we get all of those things done? If all of those amenities are being, all of those things, all those necessities are being taken care of, believe you me, you will not even be talking about increments, because you'll be, even with what you are receiving, you'll be able to afford them. But no, they'll be talking about the increment. Up to now, how many states are paying that 30,000 naira minimum wage? Even that 18,000 naira, some people were not even paying it. Some people are still paying 8,000 naira. Some states, the 30,000 naira out of the 36 states, how many people are paying them? And even they are paying them, are they paying them as at when due? They don't pay them as at when due. Some and now it is now a pride. It is now campaign too. Oh yes, don't you know I've been paying salaries? Oh my goodness. So those who are not working under the government, what are they gaining? What are they gaining? Well, stop protesting. We should buy it. We say we need one Nigeria. Let one Nigeria affect all of you there. I dey loud. Say Baba, say Buhari. Change. Let enjoy it. Any groove in Ojota Gani Fawemi Park. Next level straight. You voted for APC as your best government, and now you are complaining. You must not be serious. You have just started in Osogbo. Go and vote for them in the next election, and you're suffering double. Continue in this year. This is up change. Say Baba, say Baba. Okay. I don't know how electricity distribution companies determine those who get 12 hours of power light. Goes off at 5 p.m. till 11 p.m. and by 4:30 a.m. is off. I leave for work at 7 a.m. and get home from 6 p.m. Light comes when I'm sleeping. Is that how you get 12 hours of light so as to pay more? So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.